The 2022 FIFA World Cup, or 2022 FIFA World Cup, is the 22nd edition of the FIFA World Cup, taking place in Qatar from November 20th to December 18th, 2022. It is the second World Cup in history to be held in Asia, after the 2002 tournament held in Japan and South Korea, and the first to be held in an Arab or Muslim country. Qatar also becomes the third Asian host country to win the World Cup. This is also the last World Cup with 32 teams, before the number of teams will increase to 48 from the 2026 tournament. Defending champions France lost to Argentina 2-4 on penalties in the final. Argentina won the World Cup for the third time in history, becoming the first non-European nation to win the tournament since the 2002 World Cup. With 172 goals, the tournament set a new record for the most goals scored in a 32-team tournament, with every participating team scoring at least one goal. The official mascot of the tournament was unveiled on April 1, 2022, during the group stage draw, with the mascot named Laibi, an Arabic word meaning super player. The official match ball for the 2018 FIFA World Cup group stage was called Al Rila. In Arabic, the word Al Rila means the journey, named after its journey around the world to launch a series of local initiatives for equality. After the quarter-finals, FIFA announced that Al Hilm would be the official ball used for both the semi-finals, third-place playoff, and final of the tournament. In Arabic, Al Hilm means dream, reflecting the player's dream of winning the championship. The tournament's official theme song, Haya Haya, Better Together, was performed by American singer Trinidad Cardona, Nigerian-American singer Davido, and Qatari singer Aisha Aziani, known professionally as Aisha. This was the 14th consecutive ball designed by Adidas with durability as a primary priority, and it became the first official match ball to be created using glue and water-based ink. The 22-member FIFA Executive Committee met in Zurich on December 2, 2010 to vote on the hosts of both tournaments. Two FIFA Executive Committee members were suspended before the vote over allegations of corruption in their votes. Qatar 2022 World Cup decision. Qatar won the right to host the 2022 tournament in a vote on October 2, 2010. Receiving the highest number of votes, 14, all 211 FIFA member associations were eligible to participate in the qualifying round to find the 31 teams that would participate in the final tournament alongside hosts Qatar. The following 32 teams have qualified for the finals: Asia, 6 Australia, Japan, South Korea, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Qatar; Africa, 5 Cameroon, Ghana, Morocco, Senegal, Tunisia, Oceania, 0 North, Central America and the Caribbean, for Canada, Mexico, Costa Rica, United States, South America, for Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, Ecuador, Europe, 13 Belgium, Croatia, Denmark, England, France, Germany, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Serbia, Spain, Switzerland, Wales. Venues: 8 stadiums in 5 cities in Qatar were built or renovated for the FIFA World Cup. The final was held at the Lusail iconic stadium, Lusail. Format: the 32 teams were divided into 8 groups of 4, with each group playing a round-robin tournament within its own group. The top 2 teams in each group advanced to the knockout stage. Teams were awarded 3 points for a win and 1 point for a draw. When comparing teams within a group, the aggregate score was taken before head-to-head matches. Group stage: Group A, Netherlands, Senegal, Ecuador, Qatar. Results: the first match of the tournament was between Qatar and Ecuador, with Ecuador eventually winning 2-0 with 2 goals from Iner Valencia. The Netherlands won 2-0 against Senegal with goals from Cody Gakpo in the 84th minute and Davy Klaassen in stoppage time. Qatar went on to lose 1-3 to Senegal. With this result, Qatar became the first team to be eliminated from the tournament, as well as the first host nation to be eliminated after 2 matches. Gakpo scored his second goal of the tournament as the Netherlands took the lead against Ecuador. However, Valencia equalized in the 49th minute. The match ended with the Netherlands drawing 1-1 with Ecuador. Qatar became the first host nation to lose all 3 group stage matches when they lost 0-2 to the Netherlands in their final group stage match. Senegal faced Ecuador to determine the second knockout round. Late in the first half, Ismaila Sarr scored a penalty to put Senegal ahead. Moises Caicedo equalized in the 67th minute. But Kalidou Koulibaly scored the winner for Senegal shortly afterwards. The win was enough to send Senegal to second place in Group A behind the Netherlands. Group B: England, USA, Iran, Wales. Result: England thrashed Iran 6-2 in their opening Group B match. Timothy Weah of the USA scored a first-half goal against Wales. However, the match between the USA and Wales ended in a draw after Gareth Bale scored from the penalty spot. Iran surprisingly beat Wales 2-0. England and the USA played out a 0-0 draw, with just 4 shots on target between them and one from Christian Pulisic hitting the crossbar. England finished top of the group after a 3-0 win over Wales with a goal from Phil Foden and 2 from Marcus Rashford. Christian Pulisic scores the winning goal as the United States beat Iran 1-0 to qualify for the round of 16. Group C: Argentina, Poland, Mexico, Saudi Arabia. Result: Argentina vs Saudi Arabia was one of the biggest shocks of the 2022 World Cup. Although Lionel Messi scored from the penalty spot after 10 minutes, however, second-half goals from Salah Al-Shehri and Salem Al-Dosari gave Saudi Arabia a 2-1 win. Mexico vs Poland ended in a goalless draw. Lewandowski scored his first World Cup goal in a 2-0 win over Saudi Arabia 4 days later. Argentina beat Mexico 2-0, with Messi scoring the opener and then setting up teammate Enzo Fernandez for his first international goal. Argentina won their final group game against Poland thanks to goals from Alexis Mac Allister and Julian Alvarez. Enough to top the group. Poland qualified for the knockout stages on goal difference. Group D: France, Australia, Tunisia, Denmark. Result: Denmark v Tunisia ended in a goalless draw. Defending champions France won 4-1 against Australia with goals from Adrien Rabiot, Kylian Mbappe, and 2 from Olivier Giroud. Mitchell Duke scored the only goal as Australia won 1-0 against Tunisia. Mbappe scored a brace as France beat Denmark 2-1. Matthew Leckie scores the only goal as Australia beat Denmark 1-0, sending them into the knockout stages as Group D runners-up. Tunisia pull off a surprise win over France with Wabi Katsri scoring in the 58th minute. France and Australia share the top 2 spots with 6 points each. Group E: Japan, Spain, Germany, Costa Rica. Result: Germany took the lead against Japan through a penalty converted by Ilkay Gundogan. But Japan scored 2 second-half goals from Ritsadone and Takuma Asano to win 2-1. Spain thrashed Costa Rica 7-0. Costa Rica beat Japan 1-0, with Kieser Fuller scoring Costa Rica's first shot on target of the tournament. Germany and Spain drew 1-1, with Alvaro Morata scoring for Spain and Niklas Füllkrug scoring for Germany. Japan continued to shock the world by beating Spain 2-1. Although Morata scored the opening goal for Spain, with a fighting spirit, Japan equalized through Ritsadone before Ao Tanaka scored the second goal, thereby taking the top spot in the group. Germany won 4-2 against Costa Rica. this result did not help them advance to the next round as they only gained 4 points, equal with Spain but had a lower goal difference. Group F, Morocco, Croatia, Belgium, Canada. Result: the first match of Group F was a goalless draw between Morocco and Croatia. Belgium won the match against Canada with a single goal from Michy Batshuayi. Belgium lost to Morocco, who beat Belgium 2-0, with second-half goals from Zakaria Obuklal and Romain Ses. Croatia won 4-1 against Canada with goals from Marko Livaja, Lovro Major, and 2 from Andrej Kramaric. Canada got the only goal from Alphonso Davies. 2 early goals from Hakim Ziyech and Youssef En-Nesyri gave Morocco a 2-1 win over Canada and took top spot in the group. Croatia and Belgium drew goalless, sending Belgium, the second-ranked team in the world, out of the tournament. Group G, Brazil, Switzerland, Cameroon, Serbia. Result: Breel Embolo scores the only goal in Switzerland's 1-0 win over Cameroon. Richarlison scores twice as Brazil win over Serbia. Cameroon and Serbia draw 3-3. Casemiro's 83rd minute winner for Brazil against Switzerland was enough to send them through to the knockout stages. Brazil were surprisingly beaten 1-0 by Cameroon. Courtesy of a Vincent Aboubakar strike, Switzerland beat Serbia 3-2 to join Brazil in the knockout stages. Group H, Portugal, South Korea, Uruguay, Ghana. Result: Uruguay and South Korea draw 0-0. Portugal beat Ghana 3-2 with Cristiano Ronaldo making history by becoming the first player to score in 5 World Cups. Ghanaian Mohamed Salisu opened the scoring against South Korea, with Mohamed Kudus adding the next goal. Cho Gyu-sung scored twice for South Korea in the second half, leveling the scores. Mohamed Kudus scored again in the 68th minute, sealing a 3-2 win for Ghana. Portugal beat Uruguay 2-0 with 2 goals from Bruno Fernandes, sending them through to the next round as group winners. Portugal took the lead against South Korea through Ricardo Horta after 10 minutes. However, goals from Kim Young-won and Hwang Hee-chan gave South Korea a 2-1 win. Georgian de Arrasqueta scored twice as Uruguay beat Ghana 2-0. Knockout stage. For the first time, the round of 16 featured teams from the Americas and 4 other continents, with goals from Memphis Depay, Daley Blind and Denzel Dumfries. The Netherlands beat the United States 3-1, with Haji Wright scoring the only goal for the United States. Messi scored his 3rd goal of the tournament alongside Julian Alvarez to give Argentina a 2-goal lead over Australia. And despite Enzo Fernandez scoring an own goal from Craig Goodwin, Argentina won 2-1. Olivier Giroud's goal and Mbappe's double gave France a 3-1 win over Poland. With Robert Lewandowski scoring the only goal for Poland from a penalty, England beat Senegal 3-0, with goals from Jordan Henderson, Harry Kane, and Bukayo Saka. Daizen Maeda scores for Japan against Croatia in the first half before Ivan Perisic levels the score in the second half. After extra time, Croatia beat Japan 3-1 in the penalty shootout, in the match that ended 4-1 for Brazil against South Korea. Vinicius Jr., Neymar, Richarlison, and Lucas Paqueta were the scorers for Brazil, with Paik Sung-ho scoring the only goal for the South Koreans. Pablo Sarabia had Spain's best chance to break the deadlock against Morocco in stoppage time after 2 goalless hours, but he hit the goalkeeper's right post with a shot from the left. Morocco won 3-0 on penalties. A Goncalo Ramos hat-trick helped Portugal beat Switzerland 6-1, with goals from Portugal's Pepe, Rafael Guerreiro and Rafael Leao, and Switzerland's Manuel Akanji. Quarter-finals, Croatia and Brazil finished 0-0 after 90 minutes and went into extra time. Neymar scored for Brazil in the 15th minute of extra time. However, Croatia equalized through Bruno Petkovic in the second period of extra time. With the match tied, a penalty shootout decided the contest, with Croatia winning the shootout 4-2. In the second quarter-final, Nahuel Molina and Messi scored for Argentina before Netherlands' Wout Weghorst equalized with 2 goals just before the end of the match. The match went into extra time and then a penalty shootout, where Argentina would win 4-3 against the Netherlands. Morocco beat Portugal 1-0, with Youssef En-Nesyri scoring late in the first half. Morocco became the first African nation and the first Arab nation to reach the semi-finals of the tournament. Although Harry Kane scored from the penalty spot for England, it was not enough to defeat France, who won 2-1 thanks to goals from Aurelien Tchouameni and Olivier Giroud. Semi-finals, Messi scored from the penalty spot before Julian Alvarez scored twice to give Argentina a 3-0 win over Croatia. Theo Hernandez scored after 5 minutes as France led for much of the match against Morocco. Randal Kolo Muani scored in the 78th minute to complete a 2-0 win for France over Morocco and send France into their second successive final, third-place match. Josko Gvardiol took the lead for Croatia in the 7th minute, with Akraf Dari equalizing for Morocco just 2 minutes later. Mislav Orsic scored the winning goal for Croatia as the match finished 2-1. Morocco finished fourth, a record for the team and the best World Cup finish by any African or Arab nation. The final took place on December 18 between Argentina and France at the Lusail Stadium, Lusail, witnessed by nearly 90,000 spectators. Early goals from Lionel Messi in the 23rd minute and Angel Di Maria in the 36th minute gave Argentina, leading 2-0, a huge advantage over France. But with his class in just 2 minutes from the 80th to the 81st minute, superstar Mbappe scored 2 consecutive goals to equalize the score. With the score tied 2-2, the match went into extra time. Messi scored the second goal in the 108th minute, once again putting Argentina ahead. However, Mbappe was awarded a second penalty in the 115th minute after his shot hit the arm of Gonzalo Montiel. Mbappe scored the third goal, becoming only the second player to complete a hat-trick in a World Cup final since Geoff Hurst for England in 1966. With the score level at 3-3, the match went to a penalty shootout. Argentina won the match after scoring all of their penalties, winning 4-2. It was their third win at the World Cup and their first since 1986.